All the predictions ahead of this 4th of July weekend, so we'll get a record number of people hitting the road with low gas prices and everything else. And Republican Senator Thom Tillis is with us from North Carolina. And I wonder maybe international travel will be affected. What do you make of the American psyche, given what the news has been ahead of a big holiday weekend?
Well, first, Connell, thank you for having me here today. I think it's a good sign that we're not being intimidated by those who would like to stay off of planes and change our patterns. But we have to be ever vigilant. The threat level that we have in this state and internationally is real. We saw it play out at Istanbul. We saw it play out in Orlando. So I want us to move about our daily lives, but also be very vigilant. Make sure that if you see something, say something, so that law enforcement and other agencies can help protect our homeland.
Sure, that's been the saying ever since 9/11, and it does make a lot of sense, and it has saved people in the past with the tips that have come in. But is there something... we're looking at people lining up, say, at the airport, for example. Do we need to change the way we do that after these attacks overseas, that the security positions have to be different, you know, at the front door? I mean, I know that would only create other issues, but do we have to look at things differently after those attacks overseas at the airports?
I think we always have to look at other ways. Look, we have to look at what the TSA is doing. You know the report that showed that when they were testing the integrity of the TSA system, a number of materials got through TSA checkpoints that shouldn't have. So we've got work to do in this country, and certainly in areas where it's more likely someone who's hostile to the United States would like to enter via air. I think we should step up and take all measures necessary to make sure the people coming to this country are safe and not a threat to the homeland.
Now, when we say that people are vigilant and they're going to do their part, and they also are resilient in terms of they're not going to let the news coming in from other places affect them, they're still going to go travel, that does speak to, you know, the psychology of the American people. It says a lot about them. At the same time, let me show you a poll that came out. This is one of our numbers. We had a lot of Fox News polling this week, and this is one of the questions. And the question was simple. It is, are you proud of the country today? Simple question. Are you proud of the country? Only 50% of the people who answered said yes. I mean, just a few years ago, June of 2011, number was almost 70%. It was at 69%. What does that tell you, if anything, about where we are and what's not happening that should be?
Well, I think beyond terror, I think it's the state of affairs and a real statement on the Obama administration's failure to heal the economy, failure to take the fight to ISIS in the Middle East and Africa, failure to create health care solutions that make sense. So I don't think it's just about the terrorist threat. I think it's a vote of no confidence for the results. The president appears to be popular as a personality, but not very popular in terms of his policies that I think are harming the nation and preventing us from having the economic recovery I think is within reach with the right sort of leadership.
All right, Senator Thom Tillis, thank you, sir. We appreciate your thoughts today.
Thank you, and all the best to Neil.
Absolutely, yeah. We'll have to get Neil back sooner rather than later.